Hey Angela, Jace here from Adelaide Vehicle Centre. Like I said on the phone, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the Jeep Wrangler, just going over it a little bit more in depth, showing the condition of the vehicle as well as all the features that it does come with. It's pretty hot out here, so I am getting a little bit sweaty, but I'll get this one going pretty quick for you. We'll start down here with the gearbox. So obviously you got your automatic gearbox. Clicking into drive, you've also got sequential shift, so you can control the gears up and down manually as well, which is a handy thing to have there. Down here is your 4x4 selection, so you've got your 2 high, your 4 high and your 4 low as well. Also fitted with a CB radio, which is quite handy to have. Yep, that one works as well, so roger, over and out. Pretty simple there. Moving on over here, so you've got your 2 cup holders, your handbrake, got a compartment here, so you've got your little coin purse compartment, but you also got the big center console box just down here. Also got a 12-volt power source too to hook your phone and things up to down in there. But it's pretty deep to store some things. Sorry about that, Angela. Had a phone call which cut off the video completely, so I'll get back to where I was before. Obviously with the center console compartment, you've got your coin purse bit there that you can store things in. Also your center console compartment down there, where you also have a 12-volt power source you can hook up your phone and things to in there. One cool thing about the Rubicon as well is, in case you've got some valuable items, you can actually lock them away just here with your center console box. So cool thing to have if you do have expensive things to keep away and you don't want people getting into. But moving back on over here, so down here we got basically your heated seats, so it's also a really good thing that only comes with the Rubicon X. So instead of the Rubicon Unlimited, the Rubicon X comes with your heated seats as well as your leather interior. You also got traction control, heel assist, and obviously for your fog lights and things like that as well. Mirrors are in the middle here, just on that side, so that control your left and right mirrors. Kind of different, obviously you're used to having them up here near the door, but it's just down here to control that one. 12-volt power source just there. You got your fan speed, temperature gauge, and where you want to select it throughout the car. Moving on up, the aircon in here is actually really crystal cold, obviously a necessity to have in summertime, which is good. That one's actually cranking right there, so I'll turn that down. You've got your window selection, so your automatic windows just there for all 4 windows. Moving on up to the head unit, so you've got your touchscreen head unit that comes with FM, AM radio stations, USB and AUX, just as you can see there. Pop that one down, boop. Also you've got sat navigation as well. So your high-end sat navigation, so you will never get lost where you're going, which is a cool thing to have. But yeah, like you said, Bluetooth connectivity, make inbound, outbound phone calls while driving, and keep your eyes on the road and stay safe and don't get caught by the cops. So probably a good thing for yourself, Angela, when you have to answer a phone call, you don't have to keep putting your headphones in, which is quite handy. But moving over to the multifunction steering wheel over here, so you got your volume selections on the back of this side. You got your Bluetooth connections, menu and things like that. So for your trip, average fuel, average how many Ks, also tells you the tyre pressure in each tyres, timer, vehicle info and things like that. So yeah, it's got quite a bit of things to it just down there. So you also got your compass, and it's 29 degrees outside, so that's probably why I'm sweating up a storm in here. But also got VR as well, so voice recognition. You can say a command to the radio, disc, auxiliary, memory, all those type of things to the Rubicon, and it'll actually do it to yourself. So cool thing to have there as well.
Available options are radio, disc.
There you go. I'll hang that one up. But moving over this side, you've got your really easy to use cruise control, and then your selection button is just on the back here. You got your lights and indicators on the left. You got your windscreen wipers on the right, just here. Got your cool thing with it, you got your sway bar and axle lock controls just there, and this Rubicon's also fitted with a sub tank. So what that is, obviously when you run out of fuel, or we're starting to run out of fuel in your main tank, you can actually flick on your sub tank here. As you can see here, it is empty at the moment, so it's not pumping, but that noise means what it does is it will pump the fuel from the sub tank into your main line tank, and then that will take the fuel out that way. So good thing to have going on long trips like you say you do with you and your partner, in case you do run out of fuel. So, but another cool feature to mention with the Rubicons and the Jeeps, they're built with premium sound, so they've actually got the Alpine surround system in it. So you got your 2 speakers up the front there, a big sub in the back, and as well as your massive 6 inches there in the roll cage, which is an awesome thing to have, and it's really great sound to have in the type of car as well. But one thing I'd like to mention, this thing is basically a Lego on wheels, so you can pull this car apart, you can take the doors off, the bonnet off, the roof off, you name it, and just have the roll cage and cruise around like you see in the movies over in America. So quite a cool feature to have in this type of car. But what I'll do is we'll jump out, show you underneath the bonnet, and I'll get Kyle to run you through the interior as well, just going over what condition it actually is in. It's only done 13,000 Ks, and Rubicon is the one owner. So the previous owner was from Copyweld. He was the owner of Copyweld. What he does is he buys these cars for just toys to drive around in, and then flogs them off obviously when it gets to 13,000 Ks or 10,000 Ks. So we got this one as well as this Wild Track as well. So quite a nice lifestyle to have there. But I'll jump out, pop the bonnet, and I'll get Kyle to look over the interior. So obviously underneath the hoodie you got 3.6 litre 6-cylinder engine in the petrol. Pretty good on fuel economy. You're still sitting around 11 litres per 100 Ks, which is quite good, but obviously it all depends on how you drive around in the city and things like that as well. One thing I mentioned to you on the phone though, Angela, here at Adelaide Vehicle Centre we have a structural guarantee. So what that is we structurally guarantee all our vehicles that they've never been in an accident that could affect the structural integrity of the car. Because we've got such a high volume of stock coming through, things we look at to give us an indication whether it's ever been a structural guarantee. We look at things like these things of the bolt heads underneath the bonnet, as well as along the side of the car and inside the door. Any sign of tool wear or paint missing off, it's a good indication that the bonnet's been taken off, and that's how we know it's been in an accident. So cool little tip for yourself when you're looking for cars in the future. But coming around the front, you've got your really nice TJM bull bar, as well as your LED light bar and your LED lights. Great whites, these ones are, so quite a good spotlight brand to have, which is cool. And one cool setup that it also has in the front here, so in case you do end up wanting to buy a big motorhome down the track, you've got the setup down here to actually tow it behind as well, as you can see there. So you can actually operate all the lights and things like that if you are towing it behind your motorhome. But if you're like me and like to go camping and things, it's another power outlet and a power source that you can actually hook up to and play your music and things like that as well. So cool thing there. But we'll run around the rest of the vehicle. Obviously got your big radio aerial just there. Cool little way to pop the bonnet with this one. Just these little two latches here. Another feature that you only get with the Rubicon X is the bonnet, so you get actually the flares and everything on the front of the bonnet here, which is a quite cool feature that adds to the car. But running around the rest of it, obviously you got your mags just there, as well as your all-terrain tyres. Has a 2-inch lift kit, but it's also got the upgraded ranch suspension to it, which is another aftermarket option that's been put on it by the previous owner. So Ranch is quite a known suspension company that actually are quite good. So, but I've had a look around this car for Angela, and I can't find any dents on it whatsoever, so it's been in really good condition. I'll get Kyle to run us around the rest of the car here. Obviously you got your Heyman Reese heavy duty tow bar, the extra mag as well with it, and your brand new spare tyre. Open this one up, just like that. This comes up just like that. Like I said to you before, you got your subwoofer underneath here for the surround system, Alpine subwoofer, and plenty of space in the back with another 12-volt power source just there. So in case you need to hook up a fridge or something like that too, you can do that as well. Pretty cool, you got the roll cages in there. I just find it amazing how you can actually pull this car apart, to be honest with you. Close this one up like that. Braking setup just down there. Come around the rest of the car here. Obviously got your side rails onto it. Yeah, to be honest with you, I can't really find much. Found a little tiny mark just there. But other than that, it's great shape. Other than that, thanks for watching, Angela. I hope this video gives you a good idea of what the Rubicon shape is and all the features that it comes with. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.